Mix 1079. What's up, everyone? It's Andre Styles and Mix Mornings. Thank you for joining us for another revision LASIK and cataract surgery Mix Music Lounge. And before we get to our artist, Gavin James, who I know is in our green room, sort of hanging out right now. We see him down there. We've got Paige with us from Revision LASIK and Cataract Surgery. How's it going, Paige?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks, Andre. How are you today?
Doing awesome, especially for a Friday. You know, it's almost the weekend.
Yes, I'm ready.
So Paige, we partner with Revision, and each month you guys find a different organization to benefit from your Revisions Gives Back program. And who is this month's beneficiary?
Great. Yes. So this month, our August honoree is an organization here locally called Freedom a la Carte. And they are really a group I knew very little about, but the more I've learned how important they are to our community. And they are here to help with the survivors of human trafficking. And a lot of what they do is workforce development. They are working with these women who are learning to have independence again in their life. And so they do a lot with like meal preparation, in addition to counseling services. And it's really an extremely important thing that they're doing here right in our own community. And, during this quarantine time, especially, these nonprofits need help more than ever. And it's really been an honor for us to learn more about them, be able to share more about who they are, what they do, and how we can help them bring together some cohesiveness in their world and give them opportunities to thrive during a pandemic and with the human traffic side of things that they've had to experience and endure.
Definitely. And we know Revision Gives Back, the program that you guys have. You guys have done amazing things each month with different partners. And if people want to find out more about that, they can go to revisioneyes.com. They can learn more about Freedom a la Carte there and all the other nonprofits supported by the Revision Gives Back program.
That's right. Yeah. So we have so many great honorees, past and present and current, as we're looking ahead. And we appreciate everything that your station and that you do to help bring some awareness and visibility. And we thank you for bringing the artist in as well to spread the word about what we're doing and how we're doing it.
Well, we love partnering with you, Paige. I know we've done a lot of stuff over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And as a patient myself from
Yes.
Revision LASIK and Cataract Surgery, we love you guys. And it's great to see you again. It's great to be partnering with you each month. And we're glad you guys are our major sponsor for these mixed music lounges.
Well, it's been an honor, and you guys have created impact beyond even what you even know, I would think, too. I know having these artists involved in just these music sessions, we've been able to bring some of our past honorees to listen to the bands and create opportunities and experiences that maybe they never would have had. So thank you, and your station as well. And we're glad you're a patient seeing well. I also am a patient too. I'm coming up on 21 years since I had my Lasik. So I love it. It's wonderful.
Yeah. It's been 3 years and one of the best decisions I've made,
That's awesome.
So the doctors there are amazing. Like we said, everybody can go to revisioneyes.com for more details about the Revision Gives Back program, or even to schedule an appointment, because you guys are open, taking
Of
appointments
course.
and doing the procedures.
That is correct. That is correct. We're taking all the different safety protocols necessary. We're all wearing masks. We're all hand sanitized, temp checks, everything. And we've, done it from even before shutdown happened. We started moving that direction. Safety is the new currency. And so we believe in that for sure. But please, yes, visit our social media, revisioneyes.com. We are Instagram, Facebook, our website are great resources. We'd love to hear from you.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us, Paige, and have a great weekend. Get out there and hit those golf balls, because I know you got that streak going on.
Sure do.
Since March, hitting a golf ball, at least one each day. So
That's
let's
right.
keep that streak going, Paige.
That's right. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and can't wait to hear the artist.
Great. All right. And speaking of the artist, right here with us, it's Gavin James.
Hey, buddy, what's the story? How are you, Andre, man? How's things? How's Ohio?
Ohio's doing pretty good right now. Not too hot, not too cool, perfect weather, not raining, which is a good thing.
Ireland is like just the warmest ever. We had like a storm, like a tropical storm. It was bananas. which doesn't happen in Ireland. It usually just rains 365, but like it was bananas. I'm sunburned. You can't really see it on the thing, but
It
first
it,
ever
it
been sunburned in Ireland.
it blends in with the red hair and everything.
No,
You
it goes
can't really
well.
see.
It goes well. You know, thank you
So
very
was
much.
yeah. So was it like a big windstorm and everything else too with
Yeah,
it?
a few wheelie bins got knocked over. That's really all that's happened, really, more or less. They always say it's like a massive thing. I think the west of the country got it pretty bad. But yeah, it's I took my dog for a walk and I used like an umbrella. It was hilarious. But it was great.
And so like you've been saying, you are in Dublin. Is that where you've been quarantining this whole time?
Yeah, I've been sitting here in the waiting room for the last 6 months. I'm only joking. Imagine.
Yeah.
I'm dying for this. I get to play music for the first time in ages. I'm living in Dublin at the moment. Yeah, I was living in London for like 2 years, and then I moved back just in time for all of this. So I'm kind of happy to be home. My family are only down the road, and I'm all surrounded by my friends and stuff. So it's great. So I'm liking it being home. You know.
That's great. That's great. And I know you've done a good number of these video conference calls and music lounges.
Yeah.
Are you pantless right now? Because I know
Oh, actually, right now, I'm good. Totally good. Usually, if you catch me in the morning, I am definitely 100% pantless. Like, definitely. But I'll get my coffee and I'll put on a nice shirt and I'll just like be wearing my boxers. Happens every single time.
Yeah, it's you sort of changed the title of your new song "Boxes" just to "Boxers." You know, you could
Yeah. We don't fit into your boxers. That'd be class.
So the new single "Boxes" is out now.
Yeah.
And you just actually released an acoustic version of it
Yeah.
as well, which is unbelievable.
Oh,
And
cool.
the song is about you sort of growing up wanting to be a musician and the highs and the lows and everything else that came with it, and
Yeah.
not putting you into a box, you know. And
Yeah.
it's a great personal message for you and to get out there for your fans.
Yeah, man. I mean, my head is too big to fit in a box anyway. So it's grand. Like, what's in the box? What was the movie? It's Brad Pitt and something. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I've had 50 copies today. I'm sorry. But yeah, I wrote the song about kind of growing up in Dublin, and I went to a school that there was no music in the curriculum, and I was the only person in my year to kind of be doing music, and I had like long hair down to here, and I used to tie my hair back. I used to walk by the classrooms and be a gust of wind, and I looked like a goldfish. And so I used to pretty much. I wrote the song about just kind of following your dreams and like just as simple as it is, just keep going for it. And if people have any, just don't listen to the naysayers and just keep trying. Particularly something really different. Like if you're doing something different, then do something like even like being on radio and doing stuff like that. It's an amazing feat to be talking to everybody and thousands of people on the radio. You know, it's great.
Yeah, no, you've been doing music for a good number of years now and writing. Did you have this idea for this song in your mind, since the start, or is this something that sort of just, came to you?
Yeah, 3 years. Actually, I was meant to be on the second album, and then 3 years ago, and then it was just the version of it was literally "Don't wake me up." It was terrible. It was just shocking. So like I decided to kind of drop it and do it again because I thought the message of the song was just getting lost with so much production. So we eventually just kind of, me and my buddy Ollie, we produced it mostly during lockdown actually, because a lot of it was finished in lockdown. And so I did it on an electric guitar. It's kind of just Paul Simon-esque and just really stripped back. There's not loads in it, and it still has that kind of big sound as it is. But yeah, beforehand we just threw everything at it, and it was just too many things. So it scared me a bit. I didn't want to waste it because I loved the song so much. So yeah, but it took 3 years to kind of finish and get out, I suppose. So.
Well, it was well worth it because it's #1 on the Irish radio charts now. Going huge there.
Yeah.
And like I talked about, the acoustic version of it that you just put out, you shot the video for that, and you actually got to perform that, shoot the video in a theater that your grandfather used to perform at as well.
Yeah, my granddad used to play there all the time, and with my Uncle Paddy, and my Uncle Paddy used to go to it all the time. But he did so many shows in like the 30s and 40s and everything back there, and he was incredible. He used to do this skit where he would pretend to be drunk in the crowd for one of his acts, and he'd have like the kind of tassels and stuff, and he'd be like rolling around the top tier, like it's a big theater, and it has like the Queen's box has like a giant, just little balcony thing, and he would fall off the balcony.
Oh,
and
wow.
he would grab onto the curtain and he'd slide down the curtain pretending he was drunk, and the whole crowd wouldn't have a clue. And then he'd fall on the stage and he'd be like, "Whoa!" Oh. And it was just he was incredible. So it was nice to be able to do something there.
And you decided not to recreate that, trying to to
Oh,
fall and grab the curtain or anything
I'm
else.
too top heavy, man. I'll land right on my head. Like,
So, what else have you been doing in quarantine? I know you've been working on some new music, and at
yeah,
times you sometimes have gotten stuck, on a song for a couple months working on it. But
yeah.
have you come up with new music for the new album? Have you picked up some new talents or hobbies over the quarantine?
Cooking chicken, man. I'm class at that now. I'm smashing the chicken out of it every time. It's the only thing I can learn to cook to perfection is the chicken. But yeah, no, I've been writing a lot. I got a piano in the house, and I kind of been starting playing that a little bit because I used to be able to play like one of my songs, and luckily it was only 4 chords, like most of them. But I'd learned how to play a little bit more during lockdown because it's just here, and I'd sit down every morning and play it. So the main thing I kind of got from it really is just learning. I'm more of a guitar player, to be honest, but it's even the acoustic boxes version and stuff kind of came out of just sitting here on the piano for hours. But yeah, so I got that out of it. Other than that, I'm bored.
How's the tin whistle though? I know you were picking up playing the tin whistle. Yeah, you got it with you.
But I
Yes.
literally have it. I was expecting somebody to have. Any requests?
Yeah. Can you do baby? Can you do baby got back? Sir Mix-a-Lot on that.
Oh, what's the melody of this guy? Baby, get back. Ah, it's too. What's hilarious? I'll do. What's the wheels on the. Nah, there's no mate. Oh, no, it'd be weird. I'll release it afterwards, and I'm a huge man.
Will that be featured? Will the tin whistle be featured in one of the upcoming songs? Maybe.
100%. If we're on if one of the songs sounds like the Titanic, I will definitely do that. Definitely.
So I know you're sitting there with your keyboard, and
Yeah.
I know our listeners would love to get a song or two from you.
Sweet, man.
So what are you going to be doing for us?
I'll start off. I'll do this song called Always. And then it's the only other song I can really play on the piano. So yeah, I'll do that as well. So I'll put this little down here so you can hear a little bit better. There you go. There's going to be a tin whistle breakdown in the middle, so we'll get ready for that. Here we go. This is Always. What am I supposed to do without you? Is it too late to pick the pieces up? Too soon to let them go? Do you feel damaged just like I do? Your face, it makes my body ache. It won't leave me alone. And this feels like drowning, trouble, sleeping, restless, dreaming. You're in my head, always, always. I just got scared, always, always. I'd rather choke on my bad decisions than just carry them to my grave. You're in my head, always, always, always. When the cracks won't fix and scars won't fade away, I guess I should get used to this. Well, the left side of my bed's an empty space, and I remember we were strangers. So tell me, what's the difference between then and now? And why does this feel like drowning, trouble, sleeping, restless, dreaming? You're in my head, always, always. I just got scared, always, I'd rather choke on my bad decisions than just carry them to my grave. You're in my head, always, 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 and always, always. Oh, you're in my head, always, always. I just got scared, always, always. Well, I know there's nothing left to cling to, but I'm still calling out your name. You're in my head, always, always, always. Oh, oh, always. Always, always.
Yes. Gavin James, and always the greatest songwriter you've never heard of. And I say that because he said that. So
Well, Edison's watching this dude.
that was awesome. That was awesome. So during this quarantine, what have you been missing the most?
I don't know. I mean, I'm missing traveling quite a bit. I mean, at the start, it was kind of simply missing going to the pub and simply missing going to like just mingle and being social with people and stuff. But I mean, there's parts of it that are great. There's parts of it that are lovely. Like, I mean, luckily I'm locked down with my lovely girlfriend that I've been with for 4 years. So it's like we've added like 8 years onto our relationship by being still here, which is great. So we know so much about each other now. So that's the one good. That's a good thing about it. I mean, but because I was away, I'm always away all the time for the last like 10 years or so. So this is the first time I've ever really been in the same place for this long. But so yeah, there's parts of it which are great. And then I think just we all kind of just want it all to go back to normal, don't we? That's mainly.
Yes, definitely. Definitely we do. Yes, yes. And
Hopefully
you and your girlfriend haven't, made each other crazy being together this much during this time. Has it brought you guys
No.
closer?
I can gladly say we haven't had one proper like actual fight. We haven't had like any arguments or anything. So it's very hard to argue with. I mean, and I'm super chill. I'm nearly falling off my chair right now, but it's pretty deep. But yeah, it's been grand. Like it's been great. Obviously missing all the family at the start and stuff like. But yeah. And also it'd be great to be in Ohio right now and like it'd be awesome.
Yes.
But,
It would be great to have you here, and once everything gets back to normal, we would love for you to make a visit and a stop here. And I know you said you're missing a lot of stuff being on the road, but you actually did a couple drive-in concerts.
they
when
never happened.
Never happened. It got
canceled.
canceled and postponed.
But they got cancelled. Yeah, the government fecked up over here, so we can talk about it, but they didn't do a very good job. But anyway, everybody's moaning about different things. But we'll see. I'm trying to figure out a different way. I'm thinking like cinemas now. I'm trying to do a gig in cinema. So I went to see The Dark Knight in the cinema down the road, and it was like 150 people there, and I was like, awesome! I'm gonna do a gig here. Awesome, let's do that instead.
There you go. You're always thinking, always coming up with the new different ideas to do.
Something to get everybody back to work, anyways, all the crew and everything. So.
Yes, and I know that a lot with COVID-19 and quarantine now, masks are required in a lot of places. But you finally found a mask that you said that fits your face. Is that correct? Or are you having difficulty?
Actually, did man. I went into they actually I got extra large. I think it was in the shop. Yeah, it was like, all the masks just kind of went to here on me. So like, I was going in and I kept having the mess. Yeah, so it's a wide mask. I think and then a taxi driver gave me other masks. Like I was in a taxi on the way into town the other day, and he was like, "Here, take these. These are huge." Like they figure, yeah, I finally found one. I want a cool one. I want to get like a Bane mask or something.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. You got to do
Like
something, have someone, spray paint or do some artwork on one,
smile
custom
or something.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
Get
You
a
haven't
beard
you
on
haven't
it.
done like these gators, you can just pull up and pull
Oh,
down.
they're class. I want to have them. They're deadly. I want them. They're buff.
We'll get a Mix 1079 one and we'll send that to
Oh,
you.
dude, send it over to me, please. 100%.
Definitely. Definitely. All right. So, how about another song? Does that
Let's
sound
do it.
good?
I'll
All
give you the
right.
ballad version of boxes.
Sounds good.
Awesome, man. There you go. This is boxes, the sad version. Here we go. I went to the wrong school, wearing the wrong shoes. They told me that I should sit down and just bite my tongue. 'Cause if you're lucky, you'll get to university, say 3 Hail Marys, and everything bad will be gone. But I'm so tired of standing still. Now I'm not buying what you're trying to sell. So don't wake me up if you're only gonna tell me to give it up. Then say everything I do is never enough. 'Cause you're lying through your teeth. We don't fit into your boxes. We're all different underneath. Don't wake me up. When I got my first guitar, my father told me, son, 4 chords is all you need to show people just who you are. So I played to strangers down by the back streets, and every time they caught me dreaming, I'd say, well, don't wake me up if you're only gonna tell me to give it up. Then say everything I do is never enough. 'Cause you're lying through your teeth. We don't fit into your boxes. We're all different underneath. Don't wake me up. Oh, don't wake me up. I'm so tired of standing still. I'm not buying what you're trying to sell. So don't wake me up. Well, don't wake me up. And oh, don't wake me up if you're only gonna tell me to give it up. Then say everything I do is never enough. 'Cause you're lying through your teeth. We don't fit into your boxes. We're all different underneath. Don't wake me up. No. Oh, don't wake me up. Oh, don't wake me up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't wake me up.
Yes.
Thanks, buddy.
Gavin James and his new single Boxes, which is out now. Everybody can pick that up. The acoustic version is out there. GavinJamesMusic.com, at Gavin James Live on Instagram, at Gavin James on Twitter. All of those places. And I know you even got into TikTok during
Oh
the
man, it's
quarantine.
hilarious. I'm asking my nieces and nephews how to use it and stuff. It's hilarious.
I have yet to get into TikTok. My kids do it, but I have yet to really do one.
We're
But
kind of testing the waters and just seeing what you can do on it. Just,
yeah, yeah,
It's just the wild, wild west. I've no idea.
it is. It is. So, what's the first thing that you see yourself doing once everything gets back to normal?
Immediate tour straight away. Like immediately, I won't even put tickets on sale until later. I'm like, I'm doing a tour tomorrow. Come see me. If you want. I swear, I can't wait, man. It's especially for all the dudes, everybody that works with me and everything. So it'd be great to get everybody kind of back on the road and get everybody going. You know.
Yeah.
But as soon as that happens, that and a big giant celebration. And but yeah, I can't wait. Well, yeah, once everything goes back to normal, I think first pints with the dad, pints with the mom and dad, and then straight over to Ohio and do a gig.
And speaking of pints, let me see if I can bring this up here. There was a photo on Instagram that I
Yeah.
saw. Let's see if I can bring it up right there. Can you see it with you
Oh yeah,
sipping a pint
I make.
with a
I did.
straw?
I did that just for the crack because it's like, 'cause I was gonna see how many people would be so annoyed at me. Like I had like 4 pints of Guinness. Like here, how many people would be annoyed if I just took it out of a straw? I was going through like Twitter because Twitter is just the funniest thing in the world. So I decided to put it up there. But yeah, very nice Guinness. I have to say. If you ever come here, I'll bring it to that pub. We'll have a lovely Guinness.
And it was straw or no straw. It's your choice.
Yeah, we get a giant straw. We get a bucket of Guinness.
Gavin, last question for you before we let you leave. I know you've opened up for people like Ed Sheeran and Tori Kelly and many other artists out there. Out of the the big name artists, who would you want the most to open up for you?
For me, oh Jesus, I'd say I don't know. That's a tough one, I guess. Who would be the most fun at the after party? I suppose. Like you'd have to, to pick the guy who's the most fun. I'd say Niall Horan, because he'd be just some buzz at the after party. It's like I mean, you bring him on, and we'll go out and have loads of drinks afterwards and have a great time. So yeah. Also, me and him have this. We did a Bruce Springsteen cover. I did support him in the States, and we did a Bruce Springsteen cover, and that'd be fun to do at the gig too.
Oh, that's great.
I had Ed Sheeran. It'd be too much ginge going on.
Well, Gavin, we appreciate the time taking it out of your day to spend it here with us and our listeners and perform for us. It was so awesome. Everyone, like I said, check him out, gavinjamesmusic.com, at Gavin James Live, at Gavin James on Twitter. And we can't wait for more new music from you and to get you back out on the road.
Yeah, man. I'll see you soon, man. Anyway, thanks
Sounds
so
good.
much for having me.
Thank you, Gavin.
See you later.
See ya. A big thank you to Gavin James once again for joining us for another Revision Lasik and Cataract Surgery Mix Music Lounge. A big thanks to Paige from Revision for joining us before we started, and their Revision Gives Back program partnering with Freedom a la carte. Thank you guys, and hopefully we'll have a couple more of these. Enjoy your weekend.